You're watching Dave's TV. And now to Dave in his man cave. Take it away, Dave.
Right. What's up, everyone? Dave from Dave's TV. Sitting here drinking a Blue Point Mother Pumpkin Ale. Hey, Brian.
Here I am late. I'm old. I had to take me a nap.
You're right on time.
Had my alarm set for 7:50, so I'd have time to come down here and I got up. It timed out. I got my new cord in. Oh, watch out, Tiger. Watch out, Betty. Tiger wants to be all up under my feet. I was redoing some things in the bar here. So these lights that I have, I actually bought some like 6-inch extensions because these are can lights, and I wasn't getting very much. I wanted to get away from using my really bright, obnoxious filming lights, so I bought these extension lights to angle the bulbs behind the bar, and now I see it's going to be an issue with me filming like this down here.
Not too bad.
I'm getting all set up for my TV shows. I got a cord I got where I can turn this. I have this TV temporarily located on the bar because I wanted to see if it would work with this cable. So I can use that for a monitor when I'm filming my shows. There's Deborah.
Hey, Deborah. So what you drinking there, Brian? Ooh, almost fell off.
Euphonia Pilsner. You know, my favorite style is not Pilsner, but it came in this variety pack, and it needs to be not wasted.
Exactly. I know you're familiar with this company out on the lake.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to not waste and get some of these pumpkin beers drank up that I've already reviewed. Mother Pumpkin Ale from Blue Point.
How much on that?
You cut out, what did you say?
That one that we did on the lake, I remember it had quite a bit of alcohol in it.
Yeah, it did.
How much does that have?
This one's only 5.5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one was like twice that.
Come here, buddy. Tiger hasn't been on camera in so long. He's itching to get back in front of the. Come here, buddy. Come here. Oh, he's big. Oh, there he is.
There he is. What's up, Tiger?
His public has missed him, I'm sure. Yeah, your dogs don't ever make an appearance on your channel.
They did one time.
They did that beer review, that dog beer review.
Yeah, they don't. Well, Cato, the bigger one, where his back knees are, he tore the ligaments or something in one. And the doctor said that he would probably overcorrect and hurt the other one. He did. But now both of them are, and they may not ever heal. So he's limping really bad. So, but we got some pain management medicine for him. So we're hoping it heals up. They said it can, but sometimes it doesn't. And I'm like, great. And he's not that old. All right. Let's see. Deborah's coming up on here again. Hey, guys. Just stopping to say hey. Deborah, we appreciate you stopping by as always. He said Tiger's big.
Yeah, I got off work. I went out for a beer after work with one of my coworkers, and then I came home. I had to look at the brakes on one of my old videos, my Pabst Blue Ribbon, my beer forecaster. Oh, we got some spam in the comments. All right.
Put user in timeout. No, we're gonna block user. You too, Deborah. Have a great evening. She's got some great recipes she shows on her videos, man. I love them.
Oh yeah, the one she did the other day. What was it? It was like a tater tot casserole. Man, I hadn't had that in forever.
Oh, man,
I was
yeah,
wanting
I
it.
can kill that. Whew, I could kill that whole pan probably.
I was surprised. I got home. I was looking at. I said, my beer forecaster from my Pabst Blue Ribbon review. I was checking out her brakes for her, and when I came in the house, my wife had a bunch of nachos on the stove. She's melting some cheese and meat and stuff. So that was my dinner tonight was nachos.
Nice.
It just got in my belly and it made my eyelids get heavy. And I said, well, let me just go take an hour nap before Dave's live.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on Friday. It's just, man, it's been hectic around here with storms coming in, hurricanes. Who knows? We might have a snowstorm come in here. You just never know in Florida.
Yeah, it's been incredibly cold up here. I'm just not a fan.
I think it's like that all over the, like Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee. My sister-in-law was in Tennessee last weekend and it was snowing.
I'm just not a fan of the snow.
I don't mind it. I don't like if I could visit like I did when I was in the Marines and leave. I'm good with that, but I mean, I don't want to live in it. That's for sure. I was sitting here trying to get caught up on some beer reviews from other channels.
Oh, let me see here. Yeah, you've been pumping them out. I try to get on and I watch like one or two, and then I'm telling you, everybody's pulling me in all these different directions. I can only stay on.
Yeah, I'm gonna slow down a little bit after the holidays. Probably. I had some that were like themed for fall, kind of, so I wanted to crank them out, get them out there. So, and then I'm trying to look for some winter style beers for Christmas, and so I'm off for like 9 days, so until school starts back up. So I got time.
Oh, that's gotta suck.
Yeah, I know, it's horrible.
Well, I'll be off Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday. So that's it.
Yeah, we had a couple viewers. Now we got none. That's okay. I like video chatting.
Yeah. I'm glad that I got to see that. The thing about, the way the bar is set up, so like the bar overhangs on this edge. So like when you're sitting on the bar stool, your knees can actually go up under it, right. Which is why I like to sit on this side. But if I take the bench around to the other side, there's no overhang. It's like the end of the bar and then it just goes down. So I have to sit farther away from it. But seeing how it's putting these light streaks here now.
Kind of glaring, but it's not bad on my end. I mean, I can see them a little bit, but they're not like bad.
I wonder if I got a fingerprint on my. Let me see. No, that did nothing. If anything, it made it worse. Anybody?
It's because of the light. Yeah.
Oh, Tiger wants a donut. Talon come down with a donut, and Tiger's getting all.
This looks like the one from Simpsons.
He looks like he's getting a little defensive there.
Well, he was sparring with me yesterday, and he got his claw stuck in my arm, and he like wouldn't retract it. And it stayed stuck, and I had to physically unhook it. Happened? What did that? He unplugged
There
me.
you go. Yeah, you froze for a couple seconds.
Don't unplug me, buddy. Move. Yeah, the my Ethernet cable plug in direct because I ran a hard wire down here to the basement because the signal wasn't that great. But the little tab kind of thing that holds the cable in, it broke off. So if anybody bumps it, I guess that's another thing I got to order. Is I got to order me a new cable.
It's always something.
It's always something.
Yeah, it's always something. I forgot how good this one was.
Well, I wish I knew what it tastes like.
Pumpkin pie.
Oh.
The sweetness is not there, which is that don't bother me. But the pumpkin pie part, the pumpkin's definitely in there. And the nutmeg.
I think I've got two pumpkin ones left in there, and then that's it.
Yeah, I don't have any pumpkins that I haven't reviewed yet, but I do have another 13 stripes in there I haven't done yet.
Can you buy that, or does Wayne send that to you?
No, actually, Chase sent me a nice package. I'm trying to. My goal is this week to gather one for him to send to him.
Look at my eyes.
So you're off for 9 days, you say?
Well, that's including the weekend. So this weekend, all week.
Go back for a month, and then you're off for another 2 weeks.
Yeah, not even a month. Probably, I think it's like a little over 3 weeks, just over, because we got an early release on a Thursday, I think. Yeah, so that's the benefit. That's a good benefit about what I do. I can take off when I want, pretty much when the kids are out. So.
Oh, let me share this thing out here.
Yeah. Share it out.
Why? Normally I have a little share button. Wow, I don't have a share button now. What is?
I have an invite button.
It says present. I have no idea what that means. I'm gonna click it and see what happens here.
I added my intro to it. I could click on that while I'm on there, and you can put slides up there, add another screen.
Okay. So did that take the place of the invite, of the not invite, but the share button?
No, that's always been there. I think. Well, they did update it, so it may have. I don't know.
Because I used to share it out like on Facebook and stuff, but I don't see how to do that now.
Let's see here.
That's settings. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I can share it. Well, maybe not. Yeah, here we go. I can share it on Twitter.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Maybe I can do it on my phone.
That's what I'm doing. Got one viewer. Let us know who you are.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm just trying to post it on Instagram last place. Dang, man, I'm up to 294 subs. Close to 3. Getting there.
And you've got all the perks of somebody who's got 500.
Really?
I think, didn't they give everything away? They give away the community tab.
I've
They
already
give
got
away
that. I've already got that.
Yeah, that was the only perk for hitting 500 back.
Yeah,
when
I
I
was
did
like,
it.
because I'm like, wait a minute, I can do what Brian and them are doing now. Huh. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. All right, viewer, whoever's viewing, leave us a comment. Let us know who you are. We're just hanging
Yes,
out, basically.
That's okay. Let's see here.
Yeah, I was gonna look at buying StreamYard for the year, and they want like 200 and something bucks, and I was like, yeah, nah. For as much
Yeah.
as I use it, wouldn't be worth it. Now, if I was a full-time YouTuber, that'd be different.
Yeah, and I look. Some people, I don't know if they pay for it or not, but like the background, like I see your picture, my picture, but the background, it looks like it's black and it looks like it's got leaves on it.
Yeah, it's like a fall type background.
Some
I don't even.
people I see they have, and it's like a beer glass or something. I'm like, how do they do that? Like the scrolling thing you got at the bottom of the screen. I can't figure out how to do any of that stuff.
Right.
I'm so tech unsavvy. I need to learn.
You actually can have background music too now. Yeah, I don't like that. That's too loud. I guess you
There's
can
no
lower. Oh, you can lower it. There you go. See, you got dance, pop, daydreaming, into space, night driving. Let's try that.
That's called night driving.
Yeah.
Sounds like that would put you to sleep. You wouldn't want to drive listening to
Well, let's see what the rock is. Oh. That's not too bad. Hey, check that out now. All right.
What is
Add
it?
an overlay. Rock and roll. Can't do overlay because you got to have the what you call it for that. I can't change the logo. Can you hear the music?
I could hear it before, but if it's playing now, I don't hear it.
I got it turned down kind of low.
There it is.
Kind of loud. Got daydreaming, dance pop, feeding the ducks. That sounds really boring. And they can do your own. Probably get copyrighted though.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was amazing just how, I know I haven't done any regular videos in I don't know, it seems like a month or something. But when I did film the 2 that I did, I lost my sense of timing as far as, and I used to use a little digital stopwatch that I kept by the camera because I wanted my videos to be a certain length of time, and it got to where I could just feel when it was time.
Right.
And now I could have swore I filmed a 8-minute video, and then when I played it back, it was like 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
I see when I do mine, I got my TV, so I turn my Xbox on, and I've got the AirPlay. So I'll get my phone in where I can, whatever they call it, where you can put it on your TV screen, mirror on the TV screen. It's a little delayed, but at least lets me know that it's still running. And I got my watch too, my iWatch. I can see on that too. So I'll kind of glance up and see the red where it shows that it's still filming, and the counter, and it lets me know how long of the video. Shane's like, he's like, man, your videos are getting longer, and I'm like, I'm just trying to make money whenever I hit that 4,000 watch hours, dude.
Yeah.
Which is going to be a long time. I'm up to like 515 hours, watch time hours.
Yeah, because I said if people are trying to make money off those shorts, I mean, you got to have something stupid like 10 million.
Yeah.
Freaking, that's.
I just did one, but it was like a revisit of the Guinness draft, but it had the Florida written on it with the little wooded looking theme, and they donate money all over the country. I guess the one here in Florida donates money to charities and stuff in Florida, the brewery. So
I almost bought a beer. That place I went, it's over by the airport. It's called the Beer Girl, and they got like tons of crap beers and a whole bunch of stuff on tap. And there was one, and it was called Maximum Florida. It looked like it had kind of a Miami Vice theme on the can.
Sweet.
But I ended up buying. I didn't bring it out. I was sold just on the can art for what I bought. I don't remember.
That's why I buy a lot of them, because of the can art. Did you see the one I did with the they're not officially named Voodoo Rangers yet? You vote to see which one you like.
Oh no.
Yeah, check it out. It's it came in a variety pack and had a QR code on the back, and you vote for which one you like.
Oh really?
Neither one of them was really that great. It was like probably two of the weakest Voodoo Rangers I've ever tasted in my life. They tasted
that's sad
watered
because
down.
I love Voodoo Ranger.
I do too, man. And one of them was Miami Vice themed. It was called because I keep all my Voodoo Ranger cans. One of them was called Vice IPA, and the Magnum PI theme one was called Danger Beach IPA. You have to check it out, because I got a clip of Miami Vice in there and a little short clip of Magnum PI, because I did them together. But I was disappointed. Out of the two, the Magnum PI one was better. But I was hoping, because I'm a big Miami Vice fan, and I was hoping that one was going to win, but not in my book. It didn't. I don't know when they're going to be done with the for people voting on it. But I've actually, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 Voodoo Rangers I've tried so far. Wow. And I know there's a few more out there that I haven't tried yet.
I really like the guy, whatever, the Voodoo Ranger logo guy, and how they kind of change him up. Yeah, I don't know. I like it.
Me too. That's why I buy them, because I like the skeleton. Oh crap! Actually, I think I'm down. One I didn't save. Let me look. Yeah, the Juice Force. I got to get that can in there, man. What's up with that? Oh, there it is. It's hiding from me. Okay, I got it. Yeah, there's a couple I remember seeing Blue Ice try. and I hadn't tried them yet. I can't remember the name of them.
Yeah, he messaged me the other day, and I still got his beers here from that the people from the get together gave me back in July.
Oh
I don't, want
wow!
that, I don't want that stuff to go out of date, but he's on the other side of Atlanta, and I'm
Yeah,
over here, and I rarely get out over that way.
they have to mail them to him. He's been kind of slowing down too on some of his videos. He put some out a few days ago, but he's kind of slowed down too. Must be working a lot like everybody else.
Yeah, this is in my job, this is a heavy time. Heavy
Oh
time of
sure,
the year. So
holiday season, man. It's time for another beer, man. Oh,
yeah, so your guest host the other day that I saw,
Shannon.
she's like a natural in front of the camera. She didn't, you know.
Yeah, she's not a big beer fan per se, but I told her about sours and she likes sour candy. She loves sour stuff. So I'm hoping I can find me some good sour beers. So have her back on again. I'm gonna have Ross out. I think Ross is coming over tomorrow. We got a Funky Buddha product that we're gonna review, and he's actually got a another thing we're gonna do, like my blindfold taste test. He wants me to do with him, so I think we're gonna film that tomorrow.
Fresh new ideas.
Yeah, he's kind of been thinking of something different, and it's cooled off a little bit, so it's more comfortable to be outside now. So probably gonna do some more outdoor reviews too. I think tomorrow, I think it's going to be cool, like not cold, super cold, but it's going to be cool where we can have a nice fire and enjoy it and not like freeze to death.
Oh, well, I'm
And
gonna have to have my outdoor patio heater thing on
I
here
may,
because
yeah, I may do like one by the fire or something, bring my lights out there.
I mean, if it's cool but it feels comfortable, it'd be okay. But I know if I'm drinking a cold beer and it's cool outside, I'm gonna be a shivering cold
Well, I'm
mess.
going to find some Imperial barrel aged stouts or something to drink out there. But yeah, I want to do one by the fire. I had never done one. It didn't get cold enough last year, but I think it's going to be like in the high 50s tomorrow night. So it was in the low 50s this
It might
morning.
as well be a blizzard down there.
Oh, it's going to get colder. They say we're going to have a cold winter this year. I think everybody is.
Oh, you were talking about bourbon barrel. I'm not sure if it was a bourbon barrel. I think it was. It was the brewery is 10W40.
Oh, nice.
It was their creme brulee. Oh, it was fantastic. That's what the first thing I had on tap today at the Beer Girl.
Nice. That sounds delicious.
Oh man, he told me. My coworker told me about this machine that they had. So when we went there, um, I beat my coworker over there. So I was asking the guy at the bar. I said, "I heard you got this machine. Like, you know how you go to the coffee shop and well, I don't go to those coffee shops, but they put little pictures in the foam
Right.
on the top." He said you got one and you can put a picture in the foam of the beer. Is that true? And he
Yeah.
said, well, I don't have it here right now, but I'll have it in 10 days. And I said,
Nice.
oh, I was asking him how that worked. It's a Guinness product. He says Guinness. I don't know if they came up with the idea, but it's I don't, if I say inkjet printer, I don't know what I'm talking about. Some kind of printer, but the ink is um
Beer foam.
it's not the foam, it's the maybe it's just beer. I don't know what it is. He explained it to me about how it works, and he says it's not his machine, it's the Guinness his Guinness guy, the delivery guy that delivers his beer. He brings it in with him, and So apparently you can just take any picture you want. Like people snap a picture on their phone, and then this machine has a QR code on the side of it. So you scan the QR code, and then you go to your picture that you want to use, and you hit it. It sends it to the machine, and then when it pours a Guinness, it will print whatever picture you put on the head of the beer. And I said, man, I got to get my logo. I got to get my
That'd be
logo
cool.
printed on the top of the
Take a
beer.
picture of it.
And it won't be there next weekend because next weekend with Thanksgiving and everything.
Right.
But the weekend after that, I'm gonna hopefully be going back to the Beer Girl, and they're gonna have the machine there, and I'm gonna have to do a little video from there showing this amazing thing.
Nice. That sounds pretty cool. All right, whoever our one viewer is, you're being bashful. Let us know who you are. All right, it's time for some more different background music. Let's see here. Where did I go to get that? Brand. Here we go. Let's see here. Oh, I can't add that. So
I was just thinking of some time to do some reviews with some non-beer related channels. I've been scouring YouTube trying to find some good candidates. I hadn't found any yet.
I just been trying to get guests on here, kind of spice things up a little bit. That's Into Space. That sounds kind of,
What is it? Oh, the music.
yeah. Try and dance pop. All right.
Yeah, this Pilsner that I'm drinking,
Mm-hmm.
it's not bad, but it just it's leaving
I did.
that funky, weird taste in my mouth that kind of makes me not like Pilsners.
Well, I did one of your faves tonight from a brewing company out of Alabama. It's a Czech Pilsner. Your favorite.
Some people love them. I mean, I don't know. You know,
It was okay. It wasn't like I gave it a 1 thumbs up. It was given to me by Pup Warren, but it was decent. I mean, it was worth drinking if somebody gave it to me. Wasn't worth buying.
yeah.
That's got a kind of a nice little catch to it.
Is that his job as he does those fishing rods, or is that
That's a
he
side
does
business.
that as well as his job, or?
He does a construction. He's into construction somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But that's his side business. He has like a. I'm wanting to do a beer review there. He's got like a nice big, one of those pre-made sheds, and he added a wooden deck to it, and it's called the Cabbage Shack, and it's got a nice little 2 or 3 seater bar on there. So I'm wanting to do a beer review there with him at his place because he's been here. Did a couple with me.
Is he in Lake Placid?
Mm-hmm. He lives right down the street from my sister in Lake Blue area.
Okay.
If you never make it down here, maybe we'll surprise him. We'll both show up.
Yeah, I honestly thought we were going down there for Thanksgiving, but the plan got changed. So
It always does, man. That's plans change.
I kind of like going down there when I can.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've been on
the water.
Since you've been at the man cave, if you ever make it. It's been a while. I've got to make it to the Hardcore Pub though. That is going to be an exciting time.
It's always open.
I know it is, man.
Always hard.
I'm ready to come. We're getting there, dude. We're getting there. Ann and I were talking about getting out of Highlands County. Just don't know when. It might be during the summer. Might stop by for a day or so, and we're wanting to go to Tennessee or something to the mountains.
Yeah, that reminds me. I need to
Gotta stop
message.
yawning, dude.
I
Making me sleepy.
I took that nap and I kind of half of my body still stayed asleep.
Yeah,
But
I go to bed early. I mean, when I do these lives, as soon as I hit the bed, I'm out. So
yeah, I gotta message Mallory and Chew and ask him because my neighbor Ray, his daughter's getting married July 15th.
uh-oh.
So I just need to make sure that they're not planning on. I know they don't have a hard date set for that get together next year, but
Right.
I hope it's not that weekend or the weekend either, just before or just after it, because Ray says he wants to go up there for to get together. So it's been a minute since I went and hung out in Chicago, and
Never
it's
been.
got a lot of good stuff that I want to see and do. So
Yeah, I've never been. I don't think I've ever been to Illinois. I've been to Pennsylvania. Let's see. Went to Pennsylvania. I actually went to Philadelphia with a buddy of mine that lives in one of the small redneck towns in Pennsylvania. We visited one of his friends, a female that was one of his friends. We stayed the night there, and then we went to his place. I've been to Cleveland, Ohio. I've been through Virginia. I've been to Norfolk, Virginia, but it was like get on the ship and leave. It wasn't like I got to hang out in Norfolk.
I was
Pretty much.
stationed for a little bit in Oceana, Virginia, which it's all right there. There's so many Navy bases right around there.
Been to New York, Times Square. I went up to the. Actually, was there the year before, almost exactly a year before 9/11. So I got to see the original Twin Towers before they went down.
Yeah.
That was because the buddy I went with, he couldn't get a hold of his dad, and he was panicking, which understandable. Finally, his dad was able to call him and say, "Hey, the lines have been down," because he was a telephone guy. He worked for the telephone company in New York City. So, and they lived in Brooklyn. So that was cool. That's part of my bucket list. I got to scratch off. Went to the Bronx Zoo. And if I'd have knew about craft beer back then, I would have probably picked me some stuff up.
Yeah. Yeah, that just been on my radar back in those days. I really
Amazing how when you get older, your mind expands to newer things. You change.
yeah,
You do change.
it was just the way things worked out. I mean, geez, I had my back surgery in 2014, and my favorite beer was Miller High Life,
I drank that a few times
and
while I was in the Marines.
it was due to my surgery. I didn't go buy beer for like 3 months,
Right.
and when I went to log back into my account, all my gone, and I had like a gazillion points because I drank it a lot, and they say, well, yeah, part of the program, you got to upload at least once a week or something. And I'm like, man, I freaking just had back surgery. I've been laid up for 3 months.
Yeah. Come on, guys.
And they
Help
said,
a brother
boohoo,
out.
so sad. And I said, you know what? I'm kind of done with your trash beer. So I just started trying everything else.
It's a
And I'm like, I'm
champion
glad
beer.
that happened because what I thought was a great beer. That's when I originally started my channel. I wasn't trying to target people who already knew about all these other beers. I was trying to
Right.
target the old me, the guy who just thought what he was drinking was really good stuff. But trust me, if you can go buy a 30-pack of it for $10, it's not good quality beer. It's not. You're just getting mass-produced
No.
crap that you're just so used to that taste, and that's what beer tastes like to you. But
Dude, I'll take a craft light beer over any other big time light beer. No, even if I hadn't tried it before,
I
I'd rather have a craft.
I don't willingly purchase light beers. I did buy one
No,
once because I didn't see that it was a light beer till after I got it home.
Right, but I'm saying I would rather take a craft beer, whether it be a whatever light, regular lager, a craft lager, over any regular regular like Budweiser, all that stuff. Because I used to kill Mick Ultra, and I had one the other day because I was somewhere and once friends gave it to, and I'm like, I said, dude, this is like drinking water, bro. You ain't got nothing better.
Yeah, when that Mick Ultra first came out, I mean, I didn't rush out and buy it, but I was at somebody's house and they offered me one. And so I drank it. And they're like, "What do you think? It's great, isn't it?" And I'm like, "Man, this thing is just so weak in the beer flavor." I said,
Yeah,
to me, it tastes like I'm drinking fizzy water. I mean, there's like maybe a small hint of beer flavor, but it's not. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's great. We can drink these all night long." And I said, "I don't want to do that anymore. I got to wake up 3 times to take a leak in the middle of the night. As it is, when I don't drink beer, I don't want to drink 12 of these things. I mean, just give me one really good quality beer that I can just sip on." And
well, you speaking, John has said he's going to give me a call in a day or two. Said that he's going to drop off a couple bottles of the homebrew that he made, so maybe I can get him on the channel.
who's that?
John.
Oh,
Million.
I know
I
who you're
didn't.
talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if he's going to get on the channel, but he definitely said he's going to call me so he can drop some off that he made. Have you been to his house?
Yeah, over there he lives where he grew up, right?
Off of Lake.
Yeah, I forget what lake that is. Is it Grassy or
the storm kind of messed up his back patio with where he had his kegerator and all that.
okay?
But he makes his own brew and kegs it and has his own CO2 and that's
So if
pretty cool.
he's using the CO2, then I did the Mr. Beer for a few years, and I really liked it. But I always said that's like the elementary school version of home brewing. It
doesn't carbonate very well because of the sugar cubes doesn't carbonate. I mean, it's there, but it's not strong carbonation like I like it.
Yeah, I wanted to go the next level up. Like when I did that little collaboration with Brian Breeding for the Beer Reviewers United Facebook group. He does Mr. Beer, and he wants to move up to the
5
next
gallon
level.
Yeah, they have some small setups that you can get, the stainless steel backs and all that you can. That's not too bad, but I wouldn't mind doing that. But I really don't have nowhere to. My wife will kill me if I put it on the back porch. In the garage. I mean, and it gets hot here in Florida, so you got to have some kind of not a cold cooler, but something that's below 70 degrees where you can keep it as it's fermenting and all that. I don't know how. See, I'd have to. They do it at the brewery, so I'd have to go with Herb. I'm gonna have to. I told Herb when I asked him if he minded that where I threw some videos out there when I was there with Shannon. I did one with Shannon there, and Anna was there, but she don't like getting on camera. But I asked him. I said, "Can I interview you sometime? It don't have to be today, but like on a day that early afternoon where you're not busy." He's like, "Yeah, anytime." So that way I can talk to him and ask him, "How is this all done? What is the process and all that?" So.
Yeah.
But we got one steady viewer who's being bashful and doesn't want to say who it is. But that's okay if you don't want to. We appreciate you being on.
Well, they're probably in awe just looking at us. They're like, "What are these handsome guys? What's going on here?"
It's like my favorite beer reviewers ever.
Yeah, man. I hope you come up. I mean, geez, from where you're at, it's
We will. It's just it's we got dogs, so we got to make sure the dogs are taken care of and stuff like that. That's the only downside about having animals.
I'm glad you reminded me. I got to go to my neighbor's house tomorrow and pick up their key because they're going out of town for Thanksgiving, and I got to watch their cat.
Uh-oh. We've done that before. It's kind of weird. You wake up and there's a strange cat on your stomach, and it scared me because we didn't have cats at that time, but we had dogs, and I jumped up and because I was like sleeping dead sleep, and that cat was on me, and I'm like thought something was attacking me. Poor cat, I swatted it. Like, oh crap, that was a cat. Yeah, I like this dance pop music. Got a little catch to it.
I'm kind of hard of hearing. If it's on, I don't hear it.
Oh, you don't you got it on your laptop speakers?
Yeah.
You probably won't hear it because I got it down low where you can hear it, but it's not like overwhelming. I can turn it up for you so you can hear it at least one time.
My thing went dry. I might have to go get another one.
Here you go. I'll let you hear this.
I'll be back in 1 second.
This one beer is being so bashful.
I don't want to affect this beer by pouring it into this glass that's got Pilsner residue in it. But you know what? I don't want to do that many dishes tonight, so I'm going to do it.
That'd be all right.
This
It'll
out of
go
the
away after
same.
the first wig.
This out of the same variety, this Munich Dunkel, which I do love the Dunkels.
Yes, I've only done like 2 or 3 Dunkels on my channel.
New Realm Brewing exclusive release, it says.
Sweet.
It's in Atlanta, Georgia, and Virginia Beach. I'm going to guess this one came from Atlanta.
See if I get on Instagram and let everybody know we're on. Maybe somebody can stop by.
Yeah, I want to say that when I was on there,
I get these strange females saying hi on Instagram. I'm not interested. Happily married. Sorry.
yeah, I get the ones that what it's called something different on every one. Following, but you can tell by the picture, and then you click on their profile or whatever, and you can see the pictures. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not the guy for that.
No.
I'm boring in my old age.
Yeah, me too.
Now that is a great tasting beer. Way better flavor than the.
What style is it? Oh, we got 3
Dunkel.
viewers. Let us know who you are. We had 1. Now we got 2 more. Don't be bashful. Me and Brian are just hanging out, talking beer and everything else. Got
It'd be nice to get a
background porno
fresh
music
face.
going.
It would be nice to get a fresh face on here to check out. It's Friday night. Somebody somewhere. I gotta reposition my camera because those freaking lights are annoying me.
Little Blue Point. Mother Pumpkin Ale. Trying to drink these up from October that I did. And it's still pumpkin season. It's still fall. Oh, there he is. I gotta turn that down. That's a little loud.
Well, you got your earbuds in, so you're probably getting it more.
Well,
I'm a half
fine.
deaf anyway, so whatever's coming out of my is coming out of my speakers, but I don't really hear it.
It was fine. It got really loud. What style is that?
It's a dunkel.
Oh yeah, that's right. You told me. What's up, Ross? Give me I'll text you tomorrow, and we can figure out when we want to do that. Gator game starts at noon, so
Who are they playing?
Vanderbilt, but Vanderbilt beat Kentucky. That's the first game they won, I think. But Kentucky beat us, but we beat some tough teams ourselves. So
Yeah, I think I was talking to
it's a
Ray.
weird year.
South Carolina's playing Tennessee, I believe. And I said,
Ooh, we played them pretty tough.
yeah, he's like, that's going to be a rough game. I said, well, hopefully, I mean, they score, but who knows? Because there's a stud here from Powder Springs where I live.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you heard me mention it before, but me and
Yeah.
my wife went to
we
the
got 5 years. What?
we went to the high school had a fundraising game, not this football season, but last year, and it was like all the ticket sales were going for breast cancer or something like that. So me and my wife were like, hey, it's Friday night. Let's go check out the game. It was the high school that my kids will be going to, which is just
nice,
just down the street, not far, and then playing their crosstown rivals. So we went, and the school that we're going to be a part of slaughterized them. I mean, it was a slaughterization. And this one stud, he only played the first quarter. He touched the ball 6 times, and he scored 6 times. And then they pulled him out of the game. They pulled him out, let the other people get a chance to play. But this guy, he was a senior that year, and he's on the Tennessee team. I haven't seen him play yet, but I'm hoping if they do whoop up on Carolina or South Carolina, like they probably will. I hope he gets a chance to play, because I'd like to see him on a college stage, seeing if because the whole thing about high school football is you typically have a stud or two on your team, and they really shine. But then when you go to the next level, now you've got a team that's full of high school studs all on the same team. So maybe those that shined bright in high school don't shine as bright in college. But then you go to the end, you got only the studs from college get to play in the NFL, and you got to keep stepping up
harder and harder.
Your game every time you climb a level, you got to step it up. And I'd like to see. Man, he's coming up with all kinds of good ideas for your channel, Dave.
Yeah, I'm down. I don't know about I can do a shotgun. I want to get that thing you pop in the can and tilt it. What's that called? It's on Instagram.
Oh yeah, I've seen a video of that. I don't know what they call that.
But we had 6 viewers. We got 5.
It's like for shotgunning or something.
Yeah. Hey guys and gals, don't be bashful. Let us know who you are. If you have a YouTube channel, we'll subscribe to it. It'd
be nice to have somebody else to look at. I mean, I like looking at Dave, but I'm getting tired of it. I want to see some new fresh
Ross, get on the channel there, buddy. Here, I'll put go up where you said beer blindfold test. Hit that link, and I can get you in, dude. You've been on the channel before. You know how it is. Got a little porno music going. Hey, setting the stage. Yeah, it gets high and then it gets low. See, it just went down again. At least on my headphones it does. Still got 4 viewers. Let us know who you are. Don't be bashful.
I like talking to a bunch of people.
Yeah, not just me and Brian. Come on.
I'm looking at the comments there, and I say Ross, he's come up with some great ideas for your channel. You say he's already been in a video with you?
Yeah, he's been in he's been in 4 of them now. I think, yeah, all 4 of them has already came out. They would have been back in or the beginning of November, late October, maybe.
Back when I was in my whatever the period was where I had to just reset.
Take a break. Nothing wrong with that. I'm actually, when he comes over tomorrow, I got some pumpkin beer or some other beers I want to give him because I'm not going to drink them all. Let's see.
Yeah,
I did do a variety pack on Leinenkugel. That'll be coming out sometime in early December, I think. But they're funny. You know how Samuel Adams, they always include the Boston Lager.
Yeah.
They always include the Lemon IPA or whatever it's called that they have. And they only have 2 variety packs, but both variety packs have that. The spring, summer, like that one, and the fall, winter, which are not as good. And I'm like, how is that? I don't know. Whatever. We dropped down to 3. That's good for me. I'm happy with 3. But only one has let us know who's I don't know why they're scared. Get on, man. Get on. Right here. Check out right here. Right there. All you gotta do is click that. And
it's Friday night. They probably put it on while they're getting ready to go out to the club, and they're just listening to it while they're in there primping in front of the mirror.
I can tell you, Ross is not going out to the club because he's older than I am. So, sorry, Ross. Had to put that out there, my friend.
Yeah, I don't get into the.
Now I'll get into the brewery. We'll go to the brewery and hang out for a while. I'm down with that. Anna she likes going to the brewery. She don't even drink. She likes hanging out there.
Yeah, last time we were there, we tried to do a live from there, and like the signal was not good inside, so we stepped outside. And then it started raining on us.
Funny you say that. They have Wi-Fi in there now, so it's free.
Oh, yeah. I watched one that you did with.
I did a live review
with what's her name, Shannon?
Yeah.
I liked it, and I remember when we were there, they had some like lights set up so that they're, the beer friggin' whatever you call those big beer vat thingies. The way the light hit them, and it looked really
well. You know what's pretty cool is when they have a band, they put it in front of them and behind the wall, the little short wall or bar wall they have there. They put them behind that in front of those. But hey, Thomas Metal 75. Somebody finally besides Ross came up. Appreciate you stopping by, my friend. Put the link here if you want to come on. We're just hanging out, nothing big. Just chit chatting. That little porn music in the background. Can't beat that, man.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to come on with some porn music in the background? Some 80s porn music. So, Brian, when is your oldest going into high school? He's got to be close.
He's in 7th grade.
Oh, one more year, and he'll be there, man.
Yeah, man, I'm having a writer's block. I'm trying to work on these TV shows, and I'm some of the shows that I'm doing. I'm not really familiar with how the actual show went, so I gotta watch some shows just so I can loosely base my content on that.
You should have some footage of some Christmas story footage, man. I can update that if you like, because I'm better in front of the camera. I was like, you know what? I could have said this before I said this. you know, with the old footage that I sent you.
Yeah, I want to do that so bad, but the problem I'm having is having the characters like interact with each other
Yeah.
when they're obviously not together, because even if you film it outside, like, you know, you're still going to have palm trees and stuff in your background and palmetto
Well,
bushes. And, you know, if I have somebody that lives up north doing it, they probably got 10 feet of snow on the ground right now. So it'd be kind of hard to make people
let
think that you're actually standing next to each other, just showing one person at a time when the backgrounds are so obviously different.
I can probably do with CapCut. I can probably put a green screen on the remove the back. I can remove the background and put maybe a green screen back there, and maybe that'll help you
Oh, okay.
if I redo it. Now let me see if I can do that. I did that for Matt and Trevor on the computer. They said, "Hey, send us a put a green screen on your computer," and he sent me a link to YouTube, and I videoed it on the, and then did like 20 seconds and sent it to them, and they were able to put them on the computer as if I was looking at them on the computer. What is up, Rajay?
Was that the one where they were calling around looking for collabs?
Yeah,
Oh, so that's how they did that. Put you on the computer screen. Okay, see, they're editing geniuses. They keep that on the down
yeah.
low. I mean,
He's like, hey, a video of your computer with the green screen, and I'm like, how do I do that? I don't know. I'm old, dude. I don't know how to do that. So he goes, here's a link to YouTube. It's like 10 minutes. It's like a 30 minutes of green screen on the. So I made it big where it took up the whole screen. I just did the video.
oh, so on your computer screen, you were just playing a video that showed green screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put them on it, and it showed me like I was talking to them on the computer.
Okay. See, that's genius. I never would have thought of that. Here I'd have been trying to reduce the screen down. It wouldn't quite fit in with the monitor. It'd look kind of weird, but I'd be like, that's the best I could do.
Yeah.
See, and you know, that's what I'm going for. So like, I mean, I don't know what they told you when they contacted you about doing that video, because what they told me was basically, here's what we need you to say, but you can just, you know, say it however you want to say it. But this is,
They told me I could tweak it a little bit.
yeah, he said, you know, this is what we're going for, you know, and you can just, you know, make it your own or whatever. And it was classic, because things that I don't think of. That's what I love about collaborating is, you know, when you come up with an idea, it's your idea and this is how it is. But then when you ask somebody to be a part of it, and then they say, well, wouldn't it be cool if we added this or if we did this? And it's like, man, I never even thought of that. That's a great idea. And that's how the really great videos come about, when you're using other people in the video, because I would never tell somebody, this is how I want you to shoot it. This is what I want you to say. This is, you know, all these demands on them, because then that's not fun for them. But if you let them make their own decisions with it, you just say, you know, like, if we're supposed to be having a conversation, obviously the dialogue has to kind of match up. So as long as you say something about this, then I can, you know, we can use it. But people always just blow my mind with what they come up with versus what, if I was left alone, what I would have come up with. And I said, yeah, man, if it would have been my idea 100%, it would have been a completely boring video. I'm glad other people have less boring thoughts than I do, and it really makes my videos look good.
Yeah, when they sent me like a script, they said I could tweak it if I needed to, you know, if I wanted to say it a little more or a little bit different. But this is the basis. And I just stood there looking at the camera, and I totally forgot what I was going to say, because I had it up on the screen, and they use that as a 1,000-yard stare, because I'm like staring, and I had that pissed off look. I'm just looking, and I'm pissed at myself because I couldn't remember what I wanted to say, and they used that.
And it fit in perfectly.
Yeah, it was like
It
cool as heck.
fit in perfectly. I you know, I don't. I want to say that I shot mine on the laptop, but I want to. Because I remember they said, at the end of it, touch, and I was trying to remember, like, okay, there's my camera. So at the end of it, like, touch the screen to hang up the call, and I was like, hey, I gotta go, and I went, and they put the sound in. When I went up like that, it made the sound of the call hanging up or whatever, and I was like,
Yeah,
that had to take
Matt's a
some
genius,
time for them
man.
to do that.
Yeah, he's a genius, man. Well, dude, I asked him when I first started, when you guys did the original intro, he sent me some stuff, and he's like, hey, I kind of tweaked the intro a little bit. And if you notice, the original intro is different from the one I use now. He tweaked it a little bit. And then I asked him, I said, hey, can you make me a trailer for my channel? I don't know how to do that. And he goes, yeah, dude, I'll let me roll with it and I'll send it to you. And if you like it, use it. And he did a great job, man.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. What's he drinking, Dad?
It's like 20 degrees outside. He's drinking ice water. Why are you drinking ice water when it's cold outside?
I don't know.
He's got to get hydrated, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
He is an athlete.
Yeah, finally get a break from the baseball for a couple of months.
Oh, wait till he starts high school and he's playing like multiple sports. You like football?
Well, he doesn't play it. I wish they were into it, but because that was my favorite sport. I mean, I grew up playing baseball and football. I didn't really play basketball because I sucked at it. But
I played 1 year of middle school basketball in 8th grade, and that was the last time and only time.
That's back when the shorts were short.
Oh, we got Dickie's beer reviews. What's up, buddy? Cheers, my friend.
I see myself on TV.
Yeah, man, it's amazing.
All these beer guys over there in the chat, none of them want to be on, huh?
I guess not, man. I put it out there again. Only 9 o'clock. We're not that old. Oh, we got to hit send. That would probably help. Semper Fi.
Is Dickie a jarhead?
I don't know. It said Semper Fi. There's very few people that know what that means. Unless they're fluent in Latin.
Then they might say something like Nulli Secundus or something.
He saw your flag. You can't see my little corner. I did a nice little Veterans Day belated Marine Corps birthday video too, with 13 stripes.
Yeah. I like the name of that beer. I think I've only had one 13 stripe beer, and I think I've had one. I like the name. I like the whole theme of that brewery, but I don't know if I've seen it for sale here. I mean, I'm just right next door because it's brewed in South Carolina.
I've had 3. I've got one more to do, but I got one from Steven from their podcast. He doesn't have a YouTube channel. He does Instagram. And then Chase sent me 3, and I've done 2 so far. I got one more to do.
Let's go to your 2 hands.
He was drinking more water and then he got a hand one.
That's all speculation.
Yeah, speculation, man.
Hey, Dickie, we've all been there. I'm coming out of my rut actually. So, man, if you've been slacking, Dickie, and me being coming off my slack, maybe we need to do a collaboration together. Done one with you.
We
It'll
can
be
do
a
a
way to
trio.
get back into it.
Do a trio. I've done one beer from Las Vegas that a weekly beer show sent me. That where's it from? Abel Baker, the 5 pepper porter.
Now, of course, when I hear Abel Baker, for me that's the rifle range.
Yep,
I don't
Abel
know if
Baker.
that has
Yep.
anything to do with it, but you know, the Marine Corps,
No,
the
right?
targets you shoot, because I was a
Abel and the
coach on
Baker
the rifle
target.
range for 6 months. You had the Abel, the Baker, and the dog.
I remember that, man. It was Abel Baker. It was,
Baker
man.
and dog.
Here, get the.
Dickie, are you out? Are you out west?
That weekly beer show
that would
sent
make
this to
sense
me,
if
and I
they're
was on
from
their
Vegas.
channel.
Oh, see, I wouldn't
This
want
one was
that.
good, but I couldn't drink but one of these.
There's only been one spicy pepper beer that I liked, and that was Atomic Pumpkin by Voodoo Ranger. All the others I don't. I get immediate heartburn. I just don't like it. Why are you so handsome, Tiger? Huh?
Mm.
It's because he likes driving me crazy.
Getting hydrated myself.
Let me see what we got here. I thought it was Uncle Fester. That's not
you?
Fester. That's just a monk.
Is that you?
I'm guessing he's got his robe on with his. Yeah, it looks like me there. Oh wait, this one?
I got one from
Yes.
Alabama with the monk on it.
He said that looked like me. Why don't you hop on here, Dickie? Are you
I've had a jalapeno Hefeweizen. I haven't had one of them. I've had some Hefeweizens, but not a jalapeno one.
Well, my wife, I told you when I came in the house, it smelled delicious. I'm like, oh, are we having Mexican tonight? And she said, sweet. She had to make 2 batches though, because
She had
I like
jalapenos
mine.
on one.
Yeah, she had the spicy batch and then the mild batch.
Oh, he's got to ask his wife. Me and my wife got 2 separate computers. I don't have to ask her.
Oh, you got it all wrong.
But I get it. I get it. We used to have one.
Today at work, one of the guys said, "Hey, we're gonna go out for a beer after work," and a couple of guys called their wives, and their wives said, "No, you can't do it." I said, "Well, I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to make a statement." So I texted her. I said, "Hey, getting off at 1:30, going out for a beer with the guys. Be home not too late." And I sent it. It's not a yes or no question. It was just a statement. And then I didn't answer my phone after that. So
That's crazy.
I'll take the heat when I get home.
yeah, what's the thing? It's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, if he's in Vegas,
that
what
would,
are they? They're
they're
Vegas
five
is 2
hours
hours
different.
behind.
I said camera said like
Yep. As
No, they're
Rajay says,
just
always better to
Two
ask for
directors behind us, and
forgiveness.
Vegas is in a different.
Let's see. It's
See, Rajay
9:15.
knows.
It's about 6 o'clock there. 6:15 in Vegas. Is that 3 hours difference? Yeah, 3 hours.
I bet you
yeah.
Vegas. No, California's 3 hours difference, but Vegas is 2 hours.
Are you sure? I thought they were all on the same.
Mm-mm.
Okay, it's 7:15 there. My bad.
I'm almost positive because I was confused when I was supposed to do that show with Traveling Dan and
No, they did theirs at 10 o'clock,
Nate.
and mine was at 1. Yeah, I had to get on at 1 with them.
Well, they told me 10 o'clock, and I was ready to go at 10, and they're like, no. I was panicking because I was on that kayaking trip with the scouts, and I'm in the middle of North Georgia and no signal, and I'm like, man, I'm supposed to be on, and like I can't even get a signal up here. What's going on? And then I finally got through with him, and he said no, 10 o'clock our time, and I'm like,
Yeah, so
well, what time is it there?
I remember
it's
them
7.
getting on at 10, and I was 1 o'clock. But one of them's in California,
Yeah.
so I don't know. Yeah, but see, I was right. Hey, Rajay was always right.
I could have swore Vegas was not in the same time zone as California. Who
Well,
knows?
they're
I'm
right
getting old.
they're
And
right
forget.
next door to each other. It's all good, man. We know it's earlier than us, because I remember in California, um, I was watching NFL at 10 o'clock.
Hey,
There he is.
I know. I was trying to get my. I
There
had
he
a
is.
camera up. I said I had to go ask my wife. Be careful, I go on live real quick.
It's all good, man. My wife is probably asleep right now, so
So, Dickie, what time is it there?
It's 6:13 or 6:15.
Huh. Okay.
That's
I don't know why I've been to Vegas several times. I don't know why I was thinking that was an hour that you guys weren't on California time.
Yeah, it's the same. It's West Coast or Pacific time.
it's okay, Brian.
Well, I pulled up the time zone thing and it says Phoenix, which I really don't know where Phoenix and Las Vegas are, but
Yeah, and they don't. I don't think they do.
Phoenix is in Mountain Standard Time, which
Yeah,
is
one of them doesn't do daylight savings time anymore.
Oh, we're trying to do that here in Florida. I wish they would get rid of it.
Well, yeah, thanks for posting the link on this. I was just looking at. I haven't been on YouTube in forever, so I was just looking at who's live right now, and I saw you were on there, Dave. So
Yeah, no worries, man. We're just BSing. That's all we're doing. Basically, video chatting. I've had
yeah,
one
that's
viewer
what
for
I've been
hours,
live in forever.
so got 2 viewers now. So, and I got the porn music in the background. I got this new on YardStream. You can add background music on the free version.
I have the free StreamYard thing.
Yeah, they have background music now that you can use.
What? Oh yeah. I saw that at the beginning. Yeah. I'll share it on mine. Nobody looks at my channel ever, so
Hey, it's all good. I'm right with you.
I'm gonna mute it. I'll share it out on mine and see if anybody sees it.
can't hear it. You're moving around too much. I can't hear. I don't want to jam the volume. Okay, stop moving.
Oh, we're down to 1 viewer now.
Yep, it's probably me.
It's all good.
All right, yeah, I just shared it out. I don't have Facebook
Man,
or anything.
So have you done that one from Abel Baker?
No, because I don't drink porters or stouts. I usually drink. So I got a local one. It's Bad Beat Brewing. This one's out of Henderson, Nevada.
Okay.
It's a Hefeweizen, and it's like my go-to beer, but it's just good. I just love the taste of it.
Oh, I'd like to try that one.
Y'all have to find. It smells like banana and clove and wheat,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a Hefeweizen, so a lot of people don't really like wheat beers. That's like 5.1%. But this is what I was drinking before I got it.
We were just talking about that.
I was playing golf. I play this golf game on the computer. Now that's what I drink when I'm playing the golf game.
Well, that's good. At the end of the 18 holes, you're still straight. You're hitting them straight and narrow right down the middle.
Yeah. Well, it's on the video game. So
When I
can
used to
cheat.
golf, by
It's
the
easy mode.
second hole,
I'm gonna grab my headphones real quick because my wife's watching a movie out there. I think.
All right, bro.
Sorry, Joe.
Yeah, we need to do like we can FaceTime or something and do a collab together, all three of us. Get the same beer.
FaceTime. That sounds like iPhone. I'm an Android guy. When I take vacation, I like to go places. I don't like to take vacation and go to camp out at Best Buy.
I haven't been to Las Vegas since 1991 when I was in comm school in 29 Palms, California.
2009 was the last time I was there. I've been
And
to
I
Vegas a lot of
remember
times. I never made any money. I successfully went there. I accomplished the mission. I went with a certain amount of money I could afford to lose, and I lost it.
Yep.
Except
Can you guys hear me still?
for 2009. I was on at a card table. I won, and it was the most phenomenal feeling ever. I was on fire the whole weekend, and then haven't been back since. Because I guess I know that I'm not going to have back-to-back lucky trips to Vegas.
Yeah, I think I was 19 when we went over there. We were on comm school, so we all said, "Let's go to Las Vegas." I've never been. Bucket list check. So we get there. We stay in this hotel, cheap hotel. I don't even remember the name of it. And I remember being in Circus, and I'm playing slots. I'm only like 19 years old. And I remember getting this tap on my shoulder, and I'm like, "Oh crap, this guy's like huge." It's like, "Yes, sir." You're a Marine? I'm like, "Yes, sir." And he's like, "Come with me." And I'm like, "Oh crap, I'm going to jail." I didn't know. And he goes, "This is where you belong, in the arcade."
Oh,
So, he was a former jarhead, and he's like, "I understand. This is where you belong." It's like, you got it. I didn't give him a hard time at all.
when was that? How long ago was that?
1991.
Yeah, because I got to Vegas in '95. I'm retired Air Force.
Okay.
So, but I saw the flag behind you, Brian. I saw your flag first, and I saw your pin. That's why I said Semper Fi. But I didn't know Dave was Marine Corps too.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm sure he's got his hanging. It's just under his shirt there. I'm sure he's got it on.
I don't have anything Air Force on my ID card.
Yeah, I went to comm school in 29 Palms.
I'm trying to
That's a
think
bit-
I had a friend that was in California. He was in San Diego with the Marine Corps, and he came out to Vegas to visit me back in 90 something out here in Vegas.
Sweet. Probably Camp Pendleton.
Yeah, I think he was at Pendleton, and he was in Puerto Rico too with the Marine Corps.
They had a Navy base there back in the early 90s, but I think they shut it down.
It was in the 90s. It was early 90s, and he got in trouble there. That accidental discharge on his weapon. I think he was doing guard duty, or it might have been corrections or something like that.
Yeah, they have Armory Watch a lot, where you watch all the ammo and guns. And
What was that Marine base down there in Puerto Rico? Is that
because that's what I was trying to think of too. It had to be
Vieques or
I don't know. I went to was it Rosie Roads or something like the naval base? That's where I went.
I worked with the Marine Corps when I was in Charleston, South Carolina. I worked at the prison there, the Naval Brig, and the Navy owned it. The Marine Corps ran it, but the Navy owned it. Like that was the CO and stuff.
We're the Department of Navy, so
yeah,
we're a home branch.
But the Navy was scary to watch the Navy people try to be like prison guards and stuff. So the Marine Corps like trained them like, here's how you do it. Don't, I don't know. And then the Air Force, we were medical. We did like mental health and stuff like that. And the Army did receiving release. So yeah, it was different working with the Marine Corps. I didn't know that a staff sergeant, like if you called a staff sergeant, like we called Air Force. Yeah, Air Force was like You
That's a
call
big
a master
no-no.
sergeant, or tech sergeant. So I learned my lesson quick. Like don't call a staff sergeant because he'll let you know.
Well, see,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm in
and
law enforcement now, and I call
that's
my
one of the
sergeant
things.
Sarge.
Like,
But you don't do that in the Marines. You
Mm.
don't do that in the Marines. You say sergeant
Yeah.
or a staff sergeant, or you can call him like gunnery sergeant. You can call him gunny.
Or gunny. Yeah, we had a gunny. We had a gunny that worked there.
now,
But
Sergeant
yeah.
Carter was not a sergeant on Gomer Pyle USMC, but he
Go
was a
away,
gunnery
Sarge.
sergeant, and that's the whole thing.
That was
That's a
good.
TV show. It's fake, whatever. But all real Marines know that you would never call a gunnery sergeant, because that never ends well.
Mm-mm.
You know.
Not if you like your life.
Yeah, and that's exactly how I learned. Like this dude was so serious when he's like, "I'm a staff sergeant. You better address me." And then we went to a baseball game. My daughter was probably like 7 months old. We went to a baseball game in South Carolina, like a minor league game, and that same staff sergeant was like, "Oh, can I hold your daughter?" And like he entertained her like the whole game and stuff, and it was just like so cool to see that side of him. Because at work he was like, that was work. Like he was in Marine mode. So it was really cool to work with the Marine Corps and the Navy and stuff. Yeah. And then I was in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba in
Been there.
95, I think, 96.
Oh, dude, I was there. When I was in Camp Lejeune, I volunteered for a special purpose Marine Air Ground Task Force. They put us on an aircraft carrier. We were out there for like a year with Bosnia, and they bombed Baghdad again. So we went into the Suez Canal, did the Red Sea, came back, was going to go back to my old unit. And they said, nope, grab your stuff. We're going back out to Haiti. So we flew into Guantanamo Bay, and that was like looking at a desert
Yeah.
on that side. But they said the other side's beautiful.
It was like beautiful. Yeah, it was resort side.
Right.
And we weren't allowed to go to Marine Corps Hill. They said, do not go to Marine Corps Hill because I don't know. They just did the Navy, like same thing. The Navy ran the base, but the Marine Corps really ran the base. Yeah,
Because the Navy knows better.
It was fun, and then we did security for the camp when the Cuban migrants were trying to repatriate to the U.S.
Right.
And they sent most of them to Miami, and I think a couple ended up in California. I don't know how, but
Oh, wow.
one of the Cubans that was there looked up a master sergeant that we were with in Cuba, and he found him in Las Vegas, and like I guess they reunited or something because it was like we were just there watching the camp. We weren't there to send them back to Cuba.
Yeah, we talked to the guys that were on the fence line that guard the fence line there, and they've had to watch a lot of bad stuff that happened on that side. But once they get on their side, it's free game.
Yep.
And it was kind of, I'm not going to put it on here, but it was pretty graphic what they saw.
Yeah, and that's so they had repatriation where they take them like by the busload, like the ones that had criminal records or whatever, they would take them back to the line between Cuba and like the U.S. rented area.
Oof.
And they would escort them out to the line, and they would walk around this road, and you couldn't see them past the tree line. So what happened to them after, nobody knew.
Probably didn't make it.
But yeah, it was rough. But there's a lot of families and stuff that just, rented boats to get out of Cuba, and then the Coast Guard got them and brought them back to Guantanamo.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a lot of, they lived in tents, they lived like we did, like out in, camps.
I was going to say, I haven't seen any of your videos here lately. You've been taking it easy, huh?
Yeah, I don't do them that much anymore.
I
don't even know
that.
the last time I did it. Taking a break.
That-
But it changed. Everything changed from back when it was, I don't know. It seemed like so many people were doing it, and then people just lost interest in doing beer reviews.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people doing it.
I brew my own beer now. I brewed six beers so far.
What style?
I've done 2 Hefeweizens because that's my thing. I did a single hop IPA, I'm trying to look at I have labels over on my fridge of all the beers that I did. I just did one. It was a light craft lager, but it's through this company called Craft a Brew, and it's just a kit.
Right.
You can't
Kinda
hear us,
like-
Brian?
Is it kind of like the Mr. Beer Kid, or?
Yeah, so it's just
Okay.
I bought like a 5-gallon.
I'm happy over here.
Well, so yeah, it's just a 1-gallon thing. So, and I bought a mini keg so I can carbonate it quicker than putting like carbonating drops in there. But so far, everyone's been decent. I had beer tasting parties, and the last one I did was the light craft lager. It came out pretty good. But I just got to figure out. I want to do my own recipe and like measure the hops, measure the grain, measure all that. And the malt, I think, is the hardest part.
You can do your own beer reviews on your own beer.
I know. I did a couple. You have to look back a while, but
Hey,
yeah, I did a few.
If you want to send some out, man, we'll review them.
I know that's the hard, and it's bottled. So I do the bottles to do carbonation, and plus it like sweetens it up a little bit.
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine that's supposed to drop some off to me because I'm off. School's out, so I'm off for a week. And he works there, and he brews his own beer, and he's supposed to drop some off to me. And I'm going to review them. I'm hoping he reviews with me, so I can, ask him, what's in it, how long did it take? I want to basically interview him.
It takes about a month for the ones that I do. It takes 2 weeks to ferment and then 2 weeks to bottle to carbonate. But my little mini keg, it's just like a CO2 cartridge you screw in there.
Right.
You're supposed to be able to just do 2 weeks to ferment and then put it in the mini keg, and then you can like shake it and force carbonate it. But I haven't tried it yet because I don't think it's going to come out the same taste without those sugar carbonating drops.
Yeah, I always did when I had the Mr. Beer kit. I did they were sugar cubes, like they look like a pill.
That's what it looks like.
It in there. So,
it looks like the old root beer candy, the little root beer.
There you
candies,
go.
But yeah.
So I haven't done that.
Sorry, Brian said we should do like a beer review together. We have to find a beer that we all can get.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
we can do it on a live. It don't matter to me.
I get a huge selection here because I'm getting a lot of lag for some reason, even though I'm hardwired into my internet. I don't know why I'm getting this lag.
And I'm wireless.
You guys can hear me.
I'm wireless too. I'm on my laptop.
Yeah, I'm on my laptop.
So maybe we're causing it, Brian.
Yeah, who knows? I'm the host. Don't blame the host.
Well, I try to do everything as good as possible, and I knew that being down in the basement when my router's upstairs, so I know the signal's weak. So I ran some Ethernet cable down. My laptop is plugged directly right in the router upstairs.
It shouldn't be
hardwired. It shouldn't be lagging, and of course we have guests in the house, so I'm gonna guess there's probably like friggin' 5 TVs are on and 5 cell phones are on.
That's what I was gonna say.
My system is getting taxed right now with all this use. Is probably what's happening.
Sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, but even if we can't find the same beer, I mean, even Dave grabs a nice Florida beer that he like, maybe we can a style or something like you like the Hefeweizens, maybe I can find a good Georgia Hefeweizen and you could have one, and then we can just do a Hefeweizen.
Yeah, that's
week. So
just 3 different ones.
I went today. I bought some. I got one from Oregon today at the store. It's a hazy IPA, but I think that's as strong as I go. I don't like double IPAs, triple IPAs. And stouts and porters, I just don't like the taste of it. I don't know. So I'm limited to like pilsners, lagers.
Those are my favorite.
Yeah, me and Brian are on the same wavelength, but it's because we're 2 jarheads and we're talking to an Air Force guy.
The Air Force guy's like, excuse me, that's why we're drinking this Ultra. They serve these at the DFAC.
It's funny you say that. My father-in-law is retired
I-
Air Force, and he still goes to the Air Force Base to go shopping and whatever. And I said, I told my mother-in-law, Mama San, because my wife is half Filipino, but she is old school. And I said, we got to go to the package store. And she looked at me like, what is a package store?
The Class 6 or whatever they call it.
Yeah, cause that's what we called it in the Marines, you know, the package store. And I said the alcohol store, wherever. So I went in there and they had all kind of Florida craft beers in there. And
It's
I'm like
crazy.
grabbing them, you know, like, heck yeah. And the lady's looking at me, do you have your car? I'm like, nope, but she does.
I haven't been to the Air Force Base. We have Nellis Air Force Base here where the Thunderbirds are.
Oh,
and it's
sweet.
like a show base pretty much. Like
Right.
that's what people go there for. But I live 30 minutes from the Air Force Base, but I still live in Las Vegas. Like it's all the way across town. So I live like on the far northwest part of Las Vegas.
Sweet.
But the breweries are downtown and there's so many breweries. So that Abel Baker one that you had, so that's the one that kind of started the trend down in it's called the Arts District in Vegas. But now there's, I think, 4 breweries on that same street, and they're booming. Like they're so popular. But some of them don't bottle. You can get crowlers or growlers or whatever. But
that's the same here in my town. In the county that I live in, in the town I live, I have a brewery, and then mine and Brian's hometown, which is like 10 minutes south of here, they have a small brewery that was it used to be an old newspaper place. So it's like a boutique, a craft eatery, and then you got this little small brewery. He makes some really good brews, but I don't go down there a lot. But he cans, but it's like one at a time.
Yeah,
it's like a little one time, but it's a can. It's not crowler. It's an actual can that he. So and the guy that's here at Turn 2 said they're going to start canning, but it's going to be a while. But
yeah, it's
their crowlers are just as good. I mean,
they got to buy all the equipment to do it, and
right.
And I know the bartenders get mad at me when I can I get a crowler or whatever, and they're like, oh god, they got to like, put it in there, and they got to spin it on that thing and put the top on, and yeah, it's like a chore.
It's like, dude,
for
if
them
you
to do
can
it.
your shit, I mean, really?
That's why I said this Bad Beat. They just went to these 16-ounce cans. It used to be a 12-ounce can, and they changed the labels, which it still tastes the same, but
yeah, I got a guy reached out to me on Instagram from the Weekly Beer Show, and him and his buddy, one's in LA and he lives in Las Vegas, and he sent that to me, and I sent them, and
I wonder if it's what channel is it? Or do they have a channel?
Yeah, they have it. It's called the Weekly Beer Show. Brian,
I wonder if that's
too.
the guy. Yeah, it might be the guys that I talked to them. I think I went live with them one time.
Yeah, he said, hey, when can you come on the show? And I'm like, yeah, just let me know what time you want me to come on. And he sent me the beer so we could all have the same beer and review it. And I sent them some beers, and they reviewed them later on another show from Florida. So this one was great, but I couldn't drink a bunch of these.
Yeah, those. Yeah, I haven't even tried that, and they still have that at stores here, and that's
It's a porter, but
the Abel Baker, they do distribute, but it's here in Vegas.
Yeah, it's not.
But place, that's like my favorite brewery to go to. Like it's so cool. They do Las Vegas Golden Knights hockey games there, Raiders games. They have like an indoor outdoor area. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a cool place. So yeah, if you come to Vegas, you got to go to Main Street, the Arts District, and check out. Like there's a whole bunch of them down the street.
Sweet.
They have tap rooms now.
Florida does too. I just got to get out.
I know that's what's hard. Yeah.
And nobody wants to go out, but me and my wife are like, we're ready to get out, and I've got some breweries like 30 minutes away from me that I really want to hit. I don't know if they can, but I got one in a town called Winter Haven that I want to hit. I heard is really good.
Brian, are you in Georgia or South Carolina?
I'm in Georgia. I'm just west of Atlanta.
Okay, I was stationed at Warner Robins, Georgia, Robins Air Force Base. That was my first base, so south of Macon.
Right. So,
but you're both from Florida.
Macon. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is an Air Force base closer in Marietta. Dobbins, and it's weird because you had Warner
Yep.
Robins, but then you got Dobbins. I live
We
closer
used
to
to drive-
Dobbins Air Base.
We used to do convoys from Warner Robins to Dobbins because I worked for Combat Communications the first 3 years I was in the Air Force, and we had to drive convoys up there, and we hated it. We hated driving up the Dobbins. Was like remote. It was like nothing out there. But I liked Atlanta. I went to my first Braves game when I was there. I saw the Braves and Mets when I lived in Warner Robins. My first MLB game.
Sweet.
So that
So
that
they
was
don't
cool.
play
But-
there anymore. They got their new stadium.
Yeah, that's
You saw them when they played at the TED.
Yep, the old 90. It was had to be 92.
Yeah, they got a new
93.
stadium now.
And that
You
was
say
when
that like it was so long ago. Man.
Chipper Jones was a rookie, I think, when we went to see him.
Oh
play.
yeah. Wow, that was.
Well, I'm old.
Yeah.
I'm 52 years old. So that's how
I'm
old I am.
50.
Oh, you're the young guy in the room.
No, I'm
Who?
the young guy.
I'm 53.
Dave is.
I'm 50.
Oh no, Brian's a year older than me. And I retired 10 years ago. I can't believe it. 2012.
Oh wow, you retired. Awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I only did my 4.
I did 20 years, 9 months, 6
Wow.
days. But it was Air
Man.
Force, so
Yeah, my father-in-law, he
Your body
retired.
still
He was
functions.
so
All the Marines that retired are all broken down and decrepit.
yeah.
yeah.
I know a
Yeah.
few of my friends stayed in. Well, one guy went to recruiting his last like 10 years. I don't know how he did that, but he stayed.
Yes.
He did recruiting for 10 years in the Marine Corps.
Speaking of that, my recruiter reached out to me the other day, and he lives like maybe an hour and a half away from me, so we're gonna hook up
What?
sometime. Yeah, man. I thought that was crazy.
That is cool. I think
Yeah,
mine's probably dead. It was some old guy.
He asked me, and he goes, "How long did you stay in?" I'm like, because he knew I was like career all the way, and I said 4. He goes, "Oh," and he felt bad. He's like, "I'm sorry you didn't like it." I'm like, "I didn't say I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I just said I did my 4 and I got out."
Yeah.
You know, I was very proud of what I did, and I had fun. If I wouldn't have volunteered, I would have been in Camp Lejeune the whole time. But
Yeah.
I volunteered, got out. I saw Italy, I saw Spain, I saw
You
Egypt.
saw more than I did.
I went to Greece, all of it, you know. Then I went to Puerto Rico, Cuba, off the coast. I never went into Haiti, but we were right off the coast of Haiti. You know, it was back in '93. They had some kind of, forgot what it was. The president they were trying to override the president.
Yeah.
of Haiti
I remember.
you know, and they had us stationed out there on the LHA, which is basically a amphibious ship that has all the amphibious craft, and then the top part is a helo carrier. So I've had some good times. But I would have been on Camp Lejeune the whole time if I'd have never volunteered.
Yep.
Thank God I volunteered.
That's how I don't know my friend Pete he was in, you said Pendleton, right? San Diego. He was there, but then he went to Puerto Rico for I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like a special security
He had a
detail
blast,
or
I
whatever.
guarantee it.
So what's I don't know, on Air Force it's AFSC, the Army it's MOS, but like your rate or your,
Marine Corps MOS.
so what's police or security?
They're just
The MOS.
they're MPs, military police.
Because like Navy has MA, I think it is, or something like that, and Air Force has SP, Security Police, or SF now, Security Forces.
I think the Navy calls it Shore Patrol.
So he was something like that. He was
Shore
something
Patrol,
like,
yeah.
because we had MA that did, they were like armory and stuff for the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
September 11th, I worked at the prison in South Carolina. Then September 11th in 2001 happened, and they sent us out to the range the next day. And I was an office guy. I did computers and admin work my whole career. But they said, "Oh, you guys got pulled. You're going to go do gate duty at the Navy base in Charleston." It was the Naval Weapons Station, Charleston. So they sent us out there, and these Navy guys, they couldn't even qualify with a shotgun. Like they couldn't hit the target. And they kept saying,
That's
just
pretty sad with a shotgun.
move up, move up, move up. So you know what? I had it wrong. It was the Navy MA, whatever they call it. It's like something to do with like armory or weapons or security. So it wasn't Marine Corps, because the Marines went out there and just like killed the target real quick and said, all right, are we done? But yeah,
there's another Marine.
they put us on gate duty for freaking home bartending with John.
Hey, what's up, John? Hey, man, if you want to get on with us, let me put the link back up there.
I'm under attack over here.
I'll have to look up. Sorry, Brian. I talk a lot,
my
Brian and Dave. Sorry.
Elbow is the meal of the
You're
day, and
good,
he's
man. Yeah, John's a former Marine.
listen
All right,
here, buddy.
I just subscribed
Stop
to home
biting
bartending
my
with John.
elbow.
He's got some good videos. He does beer, all kind of mixed drinks. I love his bar. He's got a neat little bar.
I'm checking it out right now. Well, if I click on a video, it's probably gonna like short out everybody else. Oh, I see pretzel beer.
Yeah, that one was kind of interesting.
So I just did. Shock Top has a pretzel beer.
Really?
Yeah. So I had a 6-pack of it. I reviewed it years ago, but it just came back out, and it's all right. I mean, it
never
tastes
seen
like,
it.
but I think they added something to it. Like,
You know, it
to make
amazes me.
taste like
I
that.
can get Shock Top, but there's certain beers that I can't get from Shock Top.
Yeah.
Or like
That's
we have a
how it is
Yingling
here.
brewery here in Tampa, but I can't get the old Chetty.
Yeah.
So I had a guy.
I'm from upstate New York originally, and Yingling is right over the border in Pennsylvania, but we can't get Yingling out here in Vegas.
I remember going to with a buddy of mine that lived in Pennsylvania, like I think it was Jonestown, Jonesville, something like that, a real small town. And he introduced me to Yingling, and I got it out in '95, and you couldn't get Yingling in Florida. And then like a year or two later, I seen Yingling trucks going all over the place in Florida.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
Well,
I have a T-shirt. My mom bought me a T-shirt from Yingling. She went and toured the brewery.
Oh, sweet.
But they had a Yingling Light or Yingling. It was like a Yingling
Flight
or something.
Flight
It was
one or
like
something?
it was like a light beer that I saw one time out here in Vegas. And it was all right, but the Yingling regular, like the regular Yingling that everybody gets, it tastes like a light amber to me. It has like, doesn't it like amber color? It tastes like maple or caramel taste.
Usually.
That's my go-to beer when I'm not reviewing. I'd prefer the traditional lager, but it's from most other lagers. It's just got a great taste. I love it.
Is it like
Hey
reddish
guys, I'll be
color,
right
though?
back.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Well, I don't have much left in this. This is not Yingling. This is. I'm drinking a Munich Dunkel here from.
Is that local?
But it's brewed in Atlanta and Virginia Beach, and I live near Atlanta, so I'm sure this one is brewed in it. But I do. I know you said you don't like the porters and stouts, the dark stuff. I was the guy who went from light beer. I skipped over everything in the middle. I went straight into the darks. Once I fell in love with dark, I knew I wasn't scared to try anything anymore. You know, before a regular beer was too strong of a beer flavor for me. I didn't like it. I drank Bud Light, Coors Light, every light beer there was, but I didn't want to drink the regular version of it because it was too strong. Now I don't want to drink any light beers because there's just not enough flavor in it.
And there's some scary like porters and stouts out there, like 10% alcohol, and it tastes. I mean, I like the taste of like the coffee, chocolate taste, and like the thickness and stuff is okay. But you drink like 2 of those at a higher percent, and then like, oh my god! And this one's only 5.5, but I mean, I just like the taste, just like the banana and the clove and the wheat taste. I like. But yeah, it's something I don't know why the porters. I drink coffee every day, but I can't drink stouts and porters. And the IPAs, I can stand IPAs,
Yeah,
but
probably why I like the porters and stouts, because I don't mind it if it's bitter.
yeah, I've had some
really
rough IPAs like that, just are crazy bitter, and it tastes like booze. Like if it tastes like liquor, I don't drink it. If it's a beer that tastes like strong liquor, I can't drink it.
So you're not into any of like the bourbon barrel aged beers?
I have a beer that I'm supposed to brew. It's a single hop barrel aged something. I don't know how they
Ooh.
barrel age the kit, like barrel age the hops, or I don't know what they
Right.
barrel age, but it says something on it. So maybe it's like a 30-year-old hop or something. I don't know.
That's interesting that you said that. Yeah, how do you make that work?
I'm gonna go find. I think it has like a British flag on it. Now I'm choking. Is that John?
That's John.
Semper Fi, John.
Number 5.
I'm the
Don't let
Air
him
Force
fool you,
guy.
John.
I'm the Air Force guy. That's look at this haircut.
That's right.
That's Air Force.
Yeah.
I know you guys got the high and tight. I have the gray and tight.
Oh, I just got.
Wait, I'm a hippie.
I'm
I
off
need
for
a
a week.
haircut. I'm about to touch my ear right there.
And that's what I've noticed about anybody that's been in the Marine Corps usually keeps their hair like trimmed and stuff. I haven't seen many long-haired Marine Corps that have separated or retired or whatever. But Air Force, I grow the beard to try to look cooler or whatever. But my hair, I don't know, it looks a hot mess. A lot of gel in there,
Mine's
a lot
pretty
of
long
thinning.
up here, but not on the side.
But you keep the sides, yes. You keep the sides short. My friend Pete, that was in the Marine Corps, keeps his sides short all the time.
Well, me being in law enforcement, I can tell
Yeah,
you,
you kind of have to.
I am going to let everything grow out. I'm going to let my hair grow out. I'm going to let my beard grow out because I've had nothing but a uniform for the last.
I know when I retired from the Air Force, my beard, I had a beard down to here, like huge. And I kind of miss it. So it's growing out a little bit, but it grows white and then black.
We have a buddy, man. He has a beard down to here that was in the Air Force. I don't know if you've seen legit brew reviews, but Matt and Trevor. Matt is from the Air Force, and he's got gauges in his ears.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, he's something else. I'd have never knew that he was in the military. Never.
Yeah.
But he's a great guy. Real great guy. He's the one him and Brian's the one that did my intro for my videos.
Oh, cool. What are you drinking? Water, Dave?
Yeah, I'm hydrating.
Until when?
To the next beer.
So am I. Here, I'll hydrate right now.
There you go. That Mick
Well, I got to
Ultra.
go grab another one.
John, look at that.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I'm drinking a local beer, Las Vegas. I live out in Vegas. So I'm drinking this Heffa. See? Thank you, John.
Yeah, that's my go-to.
This is my go-to. I can fit 12 of these in my golf bag.
Yeah.
Brian, you got your sleeping pants on, man?
I do. I told you I took a nap. I had to set my alarm to wake up for this live because I'm old and I like a good nap now.
That's me, brother.
Yeah.
I'll be in bed by 8.
Varian Prince.
Well, it's almost 10 o'clock here, so.
What's that one, Brian? I couldn't see what is it.
It's
An
a
IPA?
Bavarian Prince.
Bavarian Prince.
No, it's a wheat.
It's an
then, right?
Oktoberfest, but I
Yeah.
bought
New Belgium.
my wife. It's New Realm. New Realm is here in Atlanta.
Oh, New Realm.
I haven't had that one. Or
It was a
anything.
mixed pack that my wife picked up.
Somebody's snow alert went off.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's got a little red color to it, a little amber.
That's mine.
Is it snowing there?
Oh yeah, white out.
Yeah. So that's what I thought. I live in Las Vegas, but I'm from New York.
Michigan. Correct, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the Buffalo Bills are going to play
Yeah.
on Thanksgiving.
Oh,
They moved it to
they had
Detroit.
to move the because Buffalo's going to get, so they moved the game.
Yeah, because I know why they did it. Because the running back for the Bills is only 5'7", and they said it's going to be 6 feet of snow, so he
Right.
can't run through it. So they had to move it to Detroit.
That's funny.
I love watching snowy football games from the
I
comfort
do
of my
too.
heated living room.
That's what I thought. Last week they had snow a little bit. Buffalo lost to the Vikings. That sucked.
Yeah, I'm going tomorrow. I'm going to the Michigan-Illinois game.
Oh,
It's going to be
sweet.
cold.
Nice.
It's going to be cold.
Well, if it'll make you feel any better, I'm going to be in my living room or in the man cave watching the Gators play Vanderbilt.
Hey, they might win that one.
Yeah.
Oh, we've been.
Florida State
know-
just kicked Syracuse's ass last week,
Oh yeah, man.
and that's my
I
team,
don't-
Syracuse.
That's our last game is Florida State.
I do not like
Yeah,
the
we got a phenomenal quarterback. It's just when is he going to show up? Is the thing. But he showed up the last 2 or 3 games. So
All right,
We'll
I'm gonna
Billy
take a
Nick-
piss and get a beer.
we've already had some guys leave the team already. He's not playing, so I like
Yeah.
that.
Who is the coach?
Billy Napier.
Napier, that's right.
He's everybody's been an assistant coach with Alabama, so
Oh, yeah. Everybody.
they're not
I was
doing
glad
that.
to-
I think the game to watch tomorrow isn't going to be the Gators or Michigan or
Great.
it's going to be the LSU game because they're playing UAB.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a real good game, Brian.
Yeah.
Hey, the only cool
It'll
thing
be like
about
8
UAB is I don't know if that'll pop up on there. They got a dragon. Me and Dave are green dragons, but we didn't come from UAB. That was our high school mascot. We were the Green Dragons.
High school.
Yeah, Lake Placid,
Out
Green
of-
Dragons.
Out of where?
Lake Placid, Florida.
Lake Placid.
We're named after Lake Placid, New York, basically.
Yeah.
So, what part of Michigan you live in, John?
West Michigan. Kind of, you ever heard of Grand Rapids?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I grew up, but I live more west, right by the lake.
Okay.
In Zeeland, little town.
I got a buddy that was in the Marines with me. He's from, I don't know what part of Michigan, but he's from Michigan.
Isn't the coldest part? Isn't the coldest part in the 48 states in Michigan? Isn't it that Falls or whatever they call it? Isn't that Michigan?
No, I know. What is it? North Dakota, like Minot. Minot.
Why
North
not?
Dakota.
Why not? Reason's the
But
reason.
yeah, the UP gets cold, and snow wise, there's a place up north that's almost kind of like Buffalo, New York, that gets hammered.
Yeah, we don't see much snow here where I'm at.
No, I imagine not.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It does get
Yeah,
in the 30s.
we get like the lake effect as well too.
Oh, I got a private chat. Who did I get a private chat from? Oh, okay. Sweet.
It got quiet, right? Because I left.
Yeah,
I told him I'm a talker. I talk too much.
yeah, we didn't know what
We
to
were
do.
like,
Fucking
"Shh, the Air
Who
Force
invited
guy's
the
coming."
Air Force guy? Fucking douchebag.
Yeah, usually that's the other way around, right? Not
the-
3 Marines and 1 Air Force. Usually it's 3 Air Force and 1 Marine.
Oh yeah. We gave you guys a ride sometimes, didn't we? Didn't the Air Force
yeah.
give the Marines a ride? a
Man,
couple
when I
times?
was
The C-130s,
I was-
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I was stationed in Japan, and there's an Air Force base that was on mainland Japan that they were resurfacing the runway or something, so they sent all those airmen to the Marine base where I was at in Iwakuni. And man, Air Force got some hot chicks. I mean, Marines aren't known for having hot chicks, but man, the Air Force was. And when they came, those Air Force guys did not like us. They did not like us. We put them in.
What about the chow halls or the chow halls? Everybody said the Air Force had the best. We called it chow hall or dining facility or DFAC or whatever, but
chow hall.
Yeah.
See,
the Air Force took offense
when
to
you
that.
came
if you called
in
it a chow hall, they got pissed.
In your party, and then they went and seated you.
Yeah. Sit over
when I was at Camp Lejeune, we went to Myrtle Beach a lot, and we ran out of money, ran out of food, so we went to the Air Force base in Myrtle Beach. So I show them meal card, show them ID card, and it's like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "Because you're in the Marine Corps, you got line 1, line 2, and that's it."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Dude, you tell me what you want, and I'll tell you if I got it." I said, "Steak and potato. How about that?" He's like, "How do you want it?" And I'm like, "What?" Nice big steak and potato salad. I'm like, "This is crazy, man."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then when you get done and you get up and you ask, "Where do I put my tray?" Oh, you just leave.
No, they're like,
"Yeah, leave. Somebody's going to come get it." They have a job for that. There's a job for that in the Air Force.
We're all looking at each other like, "Shit, dude, we're in the wrong branch, man."
No, y'all kicked ass.
Yeah, see, the thing about the Marine Corps is we just work well together as a team. That's all it is.
Oh my God, the camaraderie is like ridiculous. The Air Force, people will throw you under the bus, and they don't give a shit. But yeah, the Marine Corps is like family. I have a few friends that like that in the Air Force. I mean, I worked for security police for a while, and those people are like, that was the tightest knit group. But the rest of them, like, it was just weird. It was like working in a corporation or like for a company.
Well,
yeah, my son, that's what my son did in the Air Force, security forces.
Yeah, so that's like the tightest knit group. I always volunteered to work for security forces because I worked in an office. I was like I don't know what is the Marine Corps, the office people, like the personnel, admin. Yeah.
Those are pogues.
And then I did computer help desk at the end of my career.
So you got to understand, we didn't have computers back when me and Brian.
Yeah.
Well,
green
they had
screen.
They
green
were all
screen. Yeah.
You know. Well, I will say this: right when I was overseas, they came out with these laptops. They were like that thick, and they were like the tough books, you know, the big thick ones and rubber coated. And Gunny's lays it on the table. This is the new technology, man. Now this is the new technology.
And there was no Wi-Fi, right? It was like
no.
How they connect out in the field, like it was satellite or I don't know.
Satellite, I guess.
I remember satellite phones were like thick, big bricks.
We had SATCOM, and it was the radio. See, in the Marine Corps, we were still using Vietnam in the early 90s to mid 90s. We were using Vietnam era radios still.
I think the Air Force is still using Vietnam era M16s. Like right now, M4s came out later.
I have an A1 in my
2000s.
We're at the school right now.
Jesus,
it's an A1. Uh-oh.
Cheers, Robert.
Cheers.
Cheers, Robert.
Cheers.
I know. What time is it for you guys? Is it almost? It's what?
10 o'clock.
It's
10.
7. Yeah. It's only 7 here.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, you know, it was weird when I was in 29 Palms. I was watching the NFL at 10 o'clock in the morning. Here, our first game starts at 1 o'clock.
Yeah. In Vegas, it's at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock now, I can watch NFL games. But it sucks because I don't drink till 12. So I wait till halftime, and then I start drinking.
Well, my team, 9:30 in the morning last week, because they were in Munich, Germany.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And I'm drinking a Munich Dunkel right here.
Hey.
Not a Tom Brady
9:30
fan.
games. That would suck.
Oh, yeah,
if you're out west.
Oh yeah, the game
Yeah.
came out at 6:30 in the morning.
I like the early games, but yeah.
You're sitting in the E Club eating breakfast and watching NFL football.
I was in Korea for a year,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we used to watch. Super Bowl. They gave us the day off on Monday
Yeah.
after the Super Bowl because we stayed up all night to watch it.
That should be a national holiday anyway.
I know.
because half the people don't come to work.
Nobody's going to be there baseball.
No, we're all shit faced the next day.
Yeah.
Even if it's your team, everyone goes to Super Bowl.
Yeah, we got the morning off. They actually gave us the morning off when we were in Okinawa. That was cool.
They gave us the whole day in Korea.
No.
Yeah, I remember.
Except for the security forces, didn't have the day off. They had to go to work.
I remember when I was in school, I put in for Hawaii, I put in for Okinawa, and there was one more place. Not one place on there that I put Camp Lejeune. Where do I go? Camp Lejeune.
So that's what, the Air Force, they call it the dream sheet.
Dream
Yeah,
sheet.
yeah. So I put Plattsburgh, New York. I put Syracuse, New York, Griffiths Air Force Base. I put McGuire, New Jersey. I got Warner Robins, Georgia. They closed Plattsburgh. They closed Griffiths in Syracuse. So I thought I was going to go back home to New York when I joined the Air Force, but no, I went to Georgia. But it was fun. That was like Warner Robins Air Force Base was like so military friendly. It was like the town and the base like merged together. It was so cool.
Oh, not Jacksonville, North Carolina. They hated
Yeah.
Marines.
Charleston wasn't like that either. Charleston was different.
We went out of
Jacksonville
town.
would die if the Marine Corps pulled out of Jacksonville. The whole place would die.
It would. That's all.
Well, yeah, there's
You'd have all
100
those
bars
pawn
and strip
shops and
joints.
stripper
Yeah.
joints. They'd be out of business.
Well, Vegas, people don't even know there's an Air Force base here unless you see somebody in uniform. And Nellis is like one of the I said it was a show base earlier, but the Thunderbirds are here. But there's really nothing else here. Area 51.
Yeah.
And that's about it. But yeah, people see like somebody in uniform and they're like, what? Like it's like weird to them.
Well, yeah. Could you imagine a Marine Corps base next to Vegas?
That was bad news.
I don't even think we have the reserves here, the guard here for Marine Corps.
29.
There's an Army.
Closest one you got.
Yeah, because the Army has one here. But yeah,
Oh wow,
I know. Yeah,
that would have been bad news.
I didn't get in any trouble here in Vegas in the 90s.
And like in Jacksonville, the cops hate Marines,
I got my good. I got caught.
and half of them are former Marines.
Yeah, and that's what. Yeah,
Weird. Me being a cop,
there's a lot of cops.
back then, they would sit you in the front seat when they're writing you a ticket, and I'm like, dude, that's. And then me being a cop now, and I'm like, my God, that's dangerous. What?
Did you ever
heck?
notice that? So
Yeah.
I noticed this that the cops that were never military, like prior service or whatever, are the ones that are jerks to military. But I have a lot of friends that were prior military that are cops that are so like they know when to give a ticket or when to like do something. But I've noticed that too. I got pulled over a few times and I like pull my military ID out like on the side and they're like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like that's who cares?
Well, I got pulled over in Topsail Beach, which is right next to Camp Lejeune, and this guy, you could tell he was a former Marine, all shaved head, or at least he looked like it. And he's like, I'm sitting in the front seat with him as he's writing me a ticket, and I'm like,
Oh,
this is weird.
he didn't let you go?
Yeah, he just wrote me a ticket, and then here, get out of here. We approached the car, go back to the car, and go back up to the car. We don't let you sit in the front car with us.
Oh, I thought you were going to say because I've known people that let you go if you're military. Like they'll just say, all right, just don't speed. It was for speeding or like stop sign or whatever.
He looked like a Marine, but maybe he was the Air Force. I don't know.
He was probably somebody that couldn't qualify for the Marine Corps, so he didn't. So he's like, all right, I'll just go try to be a cop. Not saying anything against you because you were prior service.
I know on the way home, we're on the way back from home. I was somewhere in North Carolina, and I was hauling butt. I had to radar detector, and I'm hauling butt in my little Ford Ranger, and all of a sudden I see this cop, and I'm like, oh man, he's got me. And he looks at me and he goes, pull over. And I pulled over. He wrote me. I sat in the front seat. In this day and age, you do that, they'll be like, screw you, and take off from you. It's a different era, man.
It's been a while. I got pulled over by a motorcycle cop in Vegas for going through a stop. Well, he didn't even give me a ticket, but he's like, "We're gonna try to stop for that stop sign." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You didn't stop back there." And I was like, "There's 10 billboards and like big old electrical boxes in front of there. You couldn't see if I stopped or not." And then after he let me go, he didn't give me a ticket, but he pulled down and turned around. I watched him, and he sat there to see if he could see if anybody stopped for the stop sign. You couldn't see, so he let me go. But then I dropped names too. If I know somebody who's a cop in Vegas, I was like, "Hey, do you know so and so?"
Yeah, but their agency is probably huge.
Oh yeah, it's crazy out here. There's so much crap out here. I feel sorry for police out here in Vegas. And then, well, the sheriff just got elected governor here in Nevada.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Joe Lombardo, he was amazing. He's an amazing sheriff, but we'll see how he does as governor.
Yeah, our governor in Florida, he don't play. He does not play. He is definitely pro first responder for sure.
Yeah,
because the other guy running against him wanted to defund the police and all that. And
I think this guy's going to be awesome for the state. He's going to be great for crime and great for everything else. But the last guy was like, I don't know. He was all right.
Sweet. Well, hopefully it works out for you.
Yep. Is everybody falling asleep on the East Coast?
Yeah.
I'm already, it's 7 o'clock and I'm like.
Well, you know, it's weird. I'm off the whole week of Thanksgiving, and I'll get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I won't be able to sleep in.
You have to work Monday, Tuesday.
And that's daylight savings time. That's cool. Yeah, I have to take off Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday because I work in the schools. So
that's why I work. I work for the school district here. Yep, I'm a computer tech for an elementary school, and I love it.
Nice.
It's such a good job.
Well, I'm the guy walking around in a green uniform with a badge and a gun.
We have our own police force here in Vegas for CCSD, Clark County School District.
The school board itself?
No, it's like cool. It's like their whole department.
Yeah, we have some schools or some counties in our state that have their own school board police. Like Palm Beach County, they have their own police department, but we don't.
We have our
actual county that's
Vegas has their own, and it's the same as Metro. It's the same as the Las Vegas police, pretty much.
Yeah, they pretty much swear them in, but the school board, pretty much.
Yeah,
that's how they do it in Florida. Well, guys, I hate to cut everybody short, but I got to get up early tomorrow to do some things. But I appreciate you guys stopping by, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. I talked a lot.
Brian usually dude, we like that. Trust me.
It's this. This is why.
And start making some beer reviews.
Technical difficulties.
Start doing them beer reviews again, man. It's not old. It's not getting old. We'll watch you.
All right.
And John, he's got a good channel too. He makes mixed drinks, man. That's why I like watching him.
I know. I just subbed him. I subbed him while we were on here. Home bartending with John.
Got you another sub, John.
Cool. Check mine out. Dickie's Beer Reviews.
Check it out.
This is my shirt. Yeah. This doesn't say PBR. It says Dickie's Beer Reviews.
I love it, man.
It's all faded.
If you put a comment on there, I just jump over and.
All right, I'll do one on your latest one. I just saw the pretzel beer review you did.
That was a weird one.
Yeah, so I just had a shock top one, shock top pretzel beer.
It's strange.
I just put cheers on that video.
Cool.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks for hosting this too. That was cool.
Yeah,
fun.
I try to do one every Friday, or Brian does.
Yeah,
So
let's get this shit going.
yeah,
Just
I'm
like
down.
it died down during COVID. Well, I thought more people would do it during
It's
COVID,
time to
but
get back because I want to be
Yeah.
inside filming. I want to be doing stuff. So
that's what I do. I have a whole production. Like I put my camera, my light, I edit, I do guitar covers. I do like stupid stuff.
Ah, sweet.
Sucky guitar
that's
covers.
good.
They're horrible.
I'll be messaging
Hey,
you soon, Dickie, because I want to do that lab with you.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. We'll pick the same type of beer or whatever, and
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
I'm down.
All right, y'all. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah,
Thanks,
no
Dave.
problem. Yeah, thanks for coming on, guys.
Cheers, guys.
All right, Dave. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Well, there you go, guys and gals. That's it. Thanks for stopping by. And Dave's TV. Drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. I'm empty. Cheers.